Hi, friends. It's Grace. I'm back to talk a little bit more about forgiveness. Okay, so now you know why forgiveness, or you know what forgiveness is, and why it's so important. It's really a way to free yourself from the bondage of unforgiveness and to keep those blessings flowing from your Father to you because He wants to bless you in so many amazing ways. And there are things that He just can't do if you're holding on to unforgiveness and bitterness and all of those types of things. So you got to let that go. So what I do, I said I was going to come back and give you a few tips. Well, I actually have a 4-step process that I use when I go through the forgiveness exercise, and I go through it quite a bit. Okay, so step 1 is to acknowledge the hurt. It could have been a person that hurt you. It could have been a situation that hurt you. It could be someone passing away and that hurt, right? They left you behind. Trust me, I get it. Whatever it is, you have to acknowledge the pain. This thing hurt me. This caused me pain. This makes me feel sad. Don't pretend like it's not there because, again, forgiveness is not saying that it didn't happen. It did happen. So acknowledge that pain. Talk about how it hurt and what hurt. That's step 1. Okay, step 2 is to confess the fact that you have no power over the situation. Only God does. You can't change it. Only God can. Acknowledge the fact that you are powerless and God is all powerful. He sees you. He knows you. He knows where it hurts, and vengeance is His, right? He will make all things right in His time and the right way. So acknowledge that, and then take the situation out of your own hands and put it into the hands of God. That is step 2. It's probably the hardest sometimes when we don't want to let go. We don't want to let go. But you have to let go so you can receive everything that God has for you. Okay, step 3 is to pray for that person or that situation. And I don't mean a bless them, God. I mean a fervent prayer, like you've never prayed for anybody before, like their entire life. No, their children's lives depend on your prayer. Give it all you've got. Lift them up. Acknowledge them as a child of God and, a blessed one, a child of the King, and lift up them emotionally, mentally, physically. May they be blessed in the cities, blessed in the fields. Give it a good prayer and mean it from the heart. Because how many of you know you can't really feel negative about somebody that you are actually passionately praying for? So that's step 3, is to pray for the person or the situation. And step 4, repeat. Repeat as often as necessary, because forgiveness is not a one and done thing, especially when something caused us pain, deep pain, years of pain. It's not a one and done. No, every time you think about the situation or think about the person, run through those first 3 steps. Acknowledge the pain, put it in God's hand, and pray for them. Do it over and over. Every time the feeling rises up, every time you think about them, every time you see something that reminds them, repeat, repeat, repeat steps 1 through 3, and then you'll find, amazingly, miraculously, over time, it won't hurt as much, and then it won't hurt at all. You may still remember the situation. It may be a lesson, a life lesson that you need to hold on to. Absolutely. But you won't feel that pain anymore. You won't feel that fear anymore. You won't feel the negative feelings associated with that. So that is my 4-step process of forgive, or how I walk through the forgiveness process. And like I said, I do it often. So feel free to take these things. And another thing I wanted to say really quick, I know this is a long one, but it is important, is that it doesn't matter if it makes sense, the pain that you're feeling, if it makes sense or if it's justified. It doesn't matter if you stepped on someone's toe. For example, you stepped on someone's toe, they stepped on yours back, and that hurt not only your body, but your feelings. It doesn't matter that you did it first. It doesn't matter. something happened, it caused you pain. Now you have to go through the forgiveness. But step one is to acknowledge that pain. So it's okay to feel pain. It doesn't have to make sense. I think I mentioned before, forgiving someone who passed away. I had to do that because how dare you leave me behind? I'm smiling about it now, but that's a very real thing that I had to forgive. So it doesn't have to make sense. If you feel pain about it, if a situation or a person caused you pain, that's something that needs to be released and forgiven so that you can be free of the situation. So that's all I have for now. I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, let me know. Inbox me is the best way to get my attention. But until next time, take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Stay hopeful. And I'll see you soon. God bless.